you know. Let me pop out the chat. I think we're good now.
Right.
Oh, wait. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Alright. What's going on, guys? Justin Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting Fart. The mic is not off, is it? No, it's not. Hello. Someone said the mic is off.
Maybe their volume's turned down.
Maybe their volume's turned down. That's their problem, right? Jeez. Like, they don't ever blame their mic. Yeah, they don't ever blame their speakers, you know? They always blame us first, right?
Yeah,
of course, right? Anyways, what's going on, everyone? Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting Far, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum 05.
Hello.
And welcome to another talk show. This is the 55th one, and today's Thursday, September 14th, 2017. Zach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
I actually had an hour kind of nap. It's perfect weather for a nap, too, the way the weather's been today.
Yeah.
Weather's been crappy today, guys. Not raining, just overcast and, you know, just that. So I took like a nap. It's alright. But, it's alright. Just, I only had like an hour nap. I was trying to maybe at least get a couple hours, and guess what? It didn't work. It didn't work. So, anyways, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day, a good Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. Hope you guys are doing well. So, got lots to talk about. We got the Charlotte trip, got 704 games, got NASCAR Heat 2 topics. I guess we'll just get started with that. So, alright, so, anyways, last week, we didn't have a talk show because Zachary and I were in Charlotte. We got 704 games that created NASCAR Heat 2, invited Zachary and I out to Charlotte, North Carolina to visit their facility and get our hands on NASCAR Heat 2 prior to launch. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. It was fun hanging out with the guys for a couple of days. On that Tuesday, we flew out to Charlotte that Monday.
Right.
On Labor Day. And then that Tuesday is when we met up with...
704 games?
Yeah, we met up with 704 games. Played some NASCAR Heat 2 for a bit. Then we went out to dinner, and that was that. Then Wednesday was the big day of recording footage, gameplay for our channels. That's why the videos you guys saw on my channel and Zach's channel before NASCAR Heat 2 release was the footage that was made while Zachary and I were in Charlotte. So we did that. It was a lot of fun. We did that. We hung out with 704 games. Jeffrey Earnhardt was there that Wednesday when we were recording stuff. We got to play NASCAR Heat 2 with him, compete against him. That was a lot of fun. Real Radman was there, the other YouTuber, who also does NASCAR Let's Plays. He was there, and we just had a good time. It was just a fun couple of days. It was really cool to get an opportunity from 704 Games to get invited out to Charlotte to, like I said, get our hands on NASCAR Heat 2 prior to release. And I would say NASCAR Heat 2 is a big step up. It's a huge improvement compared to NASCAR Heat Evolution. I'll be honest with you. I lost interest in it in a few months after NASCAR Heat Evolution came out. I lost interest in the game, to be honest with you. I rate that game a 4 out of 10. Well, I rate NASCAR Heat 2, before I rated a 7 to 7.5, but I moved it up to an 8 because of the career mode. I feel like this game, NASCAR Heat 2, has provided big improvements. It's a big step up compared to last year's. So I give that game, NASCAR Heat 2, an 8 out of 10. Still a few little bugs to fix.
Right.
But that could be fixed with the patches. overall, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's a good game. So I feel like it's $50 worth with this one. The racing seems more fun, just a lot of stuff that's in NASCAR Heat 2 that's a lot of fun. So I mean, I would still like maybe them putting maybe a track map or like a couple other stuff for offline racing, and then for online racing, have an option where you can change the series and the car while you're in the lobby. Take that 60-second timer out, but I feel it's good. I feel like NASCAR Heat 2 is good. For what 704 games put in that game, I like it. So, I got good faith in them that they have the potential of creating these future NASCAR games. So, what was funny is that after NASCAR Heat 2 got released on Tuesday, they had their first meeting yesterday to start the next NASCAR game. Once one game goes out there, this is with any gaming company. Once you release a game, you gotta get started on the next game. Like every time they release a Call of Duty game, suddenly they have to start making the next game, or make any sports game. They immediately have to start making the next one. Because it takes that long to create a game. I mean, it's a lot of work. For what they were showing us, it's a lot of work. It's a pain in the butt. You want to scoot you in a bit? Because I feel like I'm looking back a little bit. There you go. Sorry. I'll give you some room.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyways,
Alright, that's much better.
So, it takes time to make... I mean, we don't make games, but I know that there's a lot of work involved in making a game. So, it's crazy. So, who knows? Maybe they're working on NASCAR Heat 3. Or... if it's going to be that title next year, we don't know. That we won't know till like next spring or something. But no, I feel like NASCAR Heat 2 is worth it. But I like it. I seem to be enjoying NASCAR Heat 2 a lot more.
Yeah.
I've been recording a lot of videos on it, trying to get stuff out for next week. I'm just having a good time with it. So we'll just see. I mean, yeah, they still gotta put some patches in the game. Like maybe fix some bugs, and the few bugs is really small things too. It's small details. It's not really anything major, but they'll get that. And then of course the DLC with the new schemes that's coming out. They're adding one DLC pack each month until the end of December. And I like it. I think NASCAR Heat 2 is good.
Yeah, so much better than Heat Evolution.
Oh yeah, with the driving, the graphic, the lighting, it's just better. Because I really lost interest in Heat Evolution. I mean, I'll play online every now and then, but like playing single player, no, I just couldn't get interested in that anymore. No. It was just not good. So when we went out to Charlotte and we visited 704 Games, we even gave our thoughts to them and our feedback of Heat Evolution, and then wanted to give us feedback for them about NASCAR Heat 2. And I've suggested to them to add a few things into NASCAR Heat 2, and if it's not NASCAR Heat 2 to add things, then maybe for the next game. So you gotta give them suggestions. I mean, this is their second game. They're still a small company, so you gotta give them chances. So, but give them suggestions, help them out. So, anyways, if you guys want a copy of if you want to get a hard or digital copy of NASCAR Heat 2, it's available now for the PS4, Xbox One, and Steam for $49.99. You can also get the Hot Pass, the Season Hot Pass. That includes all the DLCs for 2017. One will be released each month until December. That's for $29.99. So, yeah, Xbox, PS4, Xbox One, PS4, and Steam. So, I like it. Anyways.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, I like it. So, we're 10 minutes into the talk show. Shout out to those that are watching the talk show right now. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the talk show. Zach, anything you want to talk about right now?
Well, I suppose.
It's like, well, I suppose I'll just, yeah. What?
Yeah, well,
Anyways, go ahead.
okay. Well, let me see if I can find it on here. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Don't rush me.
I'm not trying to rush you. I'm not rushing you. Oh! Just, and now you're not doing anything. You just looked at me.
Well, excuse me. You know what? We have a vehicle that's new to our collection at the Automobile Driving Museum, and I will show you. I'll show you it right now. Check it out. It's a 1950 Willys Cheapster. In fact, I think there's a much better picture of it. Okay, I think this is better. Hopefully it'll focus. Maybe? No? No? Of course. Oh, here we go. But yeah, this is new to our collection, so what are you doing? That was just weird.
Nothing.
That was unacceptable.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, guys, I want to show you something.
Giz! It's Gizmo. Focus. It's Gizmo. He's just a happy dog. Wow, it will not focus. Back it up a bit. Back it up. Wow, I didn't even do anything.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
That's our dog. Whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to show you people that.
Of
Oh, you
course.
guys want to see something else? Hold on.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, wait. What? Oh, okay. I just couldn't see because of your arm.
Yeah, of course it won't focus. Come on!
No, it focused. It's just the lighting now.
Yeah, of course.
So
let me try one more time. Okay, I think almost. Come on, you were almost. You
Oh,
almost
just give it up.
Alright.
I would have gave up, to be honest with you. I'm like, screw it. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, that was it?
Oh, okay. I guess I will tell people the cars that are coming out this week.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, wait, that's not it. Here, let me try to find it again. Okay, here it is. Okay, the cars that are coming out this week would be a 1949 Buick Special 8 Woody, a 1951 Buick Sedan 2-door. Sedanit is what it's called. And,
Sedanit?
Yeah.
The heck is a sedanit?
And last but not least, a 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Now, I've been checked out on the 49 Woody, but these two cars, the 51 Buick and the 70 Challenger, I have not been checked out yet. So I'm going to get checked out on those this Sunday. That way I can drive them for customers.
Right. So... Alright, there you go.
Why? Was there something else you wanted me to
No,
talk about?
no. It's just, you know. So anyways, what game is coming out tomorrow? Oh, isn't it? Oh, NBA 2K18 coming out tomorrow. Yeah,
that
okay,
one.
never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I was like, wait, isn't Project Cars coming out tomorrow? But that's next week. Next week, Project Cars 2 comes out tomorrow. Next week. There you go. I was thinking it was going to come out this week, but 2K18 is coming out tomorrow, and then Project Cars 2 comes out next week. So, I almost got confused with one of the two. Well, I guess we're like 15 minutes into the talk show. I guess we're ready for some questions and answers. Please, no politic questions, no retarded questions, no this or that questions. Let's just have some questions, so...
With common sense.
Good luck with that, okay? Thoughts on... I'll get to that in just a few minutes on that one. About the Danica situation. I'll get to that in a few minutes. Because that was one of my topics I was going to talk about. Steam is basically another gaming platform. It's actually online. You can download Steam off your computer. It's basically, let's just say, it's like, you know, you can play games that are even like console games. Yeah, you know what? Just look up Steam and you'll understand it more. Okay? I'm a visual learner and I like to visually tell you, and instead of just giving an explanation. So just look up Steam.
What is my favorite food, you asked? It would be spaghetti. Why? Because I just like spaghetti.
I just noticed something. That question always comes up every week.
Does it?
Yeah, I knows that's the question that comes up every week, and it's like, how many times have we answered that question too? We've answered that question many times, and
right.
It's like, you know, you don't think it'll be whatever. Let's see.
Do I like any modern day cars?
No, he likes classics. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, yes, I do like classics, but there's at least one modern car that I like. That would be the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. I would say I do like that.
I was racing against Jeffrey Earnhardt. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It was fun. We had a good time with that. Playing Madden 18 for versus. No, we're not really. Football games are nothing we're gonna do for versus. Let me just tell you that right now. I had to shut those blinds down because it looked like it was getting brighter and brighter in here.
Right. I wonder if that's why I couldn't focus the pictures.
No, it's just that that wasn't it. It's just
okay.
that you know, I felt like the line was getting worse in the stream. How you guys liking the bonus versus series? I mean, obviously, if Zach and I didn't like it, we wouldn't be doing it.
No.
And we have only done one episode of it, so...
Yeah, so we just got started.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a good series. Like, for the bonus episodes?
Yeah, I like the bonus series. I feel like that's going to be fun. Do I like any other driver besides Jeff... I almost said Jeff. Jeff Gordon and Chase Elliott? I like Ryan Blaney. I like Kyle Larson. I basically like the young drivers. I like knocking me around the sports room with Dale Earnhardt Jr. William Byron. I like those drivers. NBA Live 18 for versus. Don't know, man. I'm gonna have to find out. We're not gonna really tell you what we're gonna do for versus. You're just gonna have to figure it out yourself.
That's right.
Are you guys enjoying the bonus first? We just answered that question, Mom! How about you open your ears and don't repeat questions? God. I'm just kidding, Mom. I love you. I love you so much.
Yeah, you better love her.
I have to.
She's taking good care of both of us.
I have to.
Good.
How did we get the WWE belt? I guess Mom ordered it for us. I never would have thought of a WWE belt, but you know. Oh well, Mom, you should be more specific. Maybe put down names. You're just saying, how are you guys enjoying the bonus versus? When you say guys, I thought you meant him and I. My gosh, how about putting names down? Hi, Zach.
Hi, Joe.
No, episode 204 is this week. Let's see.
Episode 204.
Episode 204 is this week.
I know, but...
Someone's like, isn't episode 205 this week? No, it's not. It's episode 204.
No, I mean, I know that, but it's just that it's amazing how we went on for that long.
Zach, I'm even surprised we went 50 episodes in of Versus. Let me tell you that much.
Will I ever do a NASCAR Heat 2 career mode Let's Play? Someday I would.
Yeah?
Yeah. I will one of these days.
Alright, well, I was just about to say, get ready for some difficulty in it. Or stress, or,
chaos?
Well, maybe that, but, for some editing, too. Because it's rough. Alright, I guess we'll get on to some more topics here. We got 40 more minutes of the talk show. We're 20 minutes in. Let's get to some more topics. So, someone just mentioned about the Danica situation. So, the other day, Danica announced that she is leaving Stewart-Haas Racing after the season because of sponsorship deals going on there. Speaking of that, which this is starting to click, and I feel like this is obvious this is going to happen, to be honest with you. But Smithfield Foods is the sponsor of Eric Almirola. Well, after this season, Smithfield Foods is going to Stewart-Haas Racing. At the same time, Almirola is leaving the 43. The same day, Danica announced that she's leaving Stewart-Haas Racing. So it just gets me questioning. It just feels obvious that I feel like there's a deal going on where Stewart-Haas Racing is wanting Eric Almirola to their team and bring Smithfield to Stewart-Haas and bring Almirola at the same time. So I feel like there's a deal going on that Eric Almirola might be with Stewart-Haas Racing in 2018. I mean, it's starting to make sense. It just looks obvious that Smithfield Foods, who is the sponsor of Eric Almirola with Richard Petty Motorsports in that 43 car, Smithfield Foods is going to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2018. Eric Almirola is leaving the 43 after this season. So I feel that Eric Almirola is gonna go to Stewart-Haas Racing. I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense in the world to me. And maybe that 10 car will still be in Stewart-Haas Racing, but it'll be Eric Almirola in the 10 car. Now, who's going to be in the 43? Well, there's been rumors for a while that Rich Petty Motorsports wants Bubba Wallace in that 43 car for Cup next season because, you know, Bubba replaced Eric Almirola when Almirola had his back injury earlier this season. And, you know, I feel like Bubba Wallace would be good for that 43. He did a decent job with replacing Almirola, had decent performances, so it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I would like to see Bubba Wallace in the 43. But we'll see. No, I don't see Matt Kenseth filling that 10 car. No. It's obvious now. It just looks obvious. It just looks obvious that Smithfield Foods and Eric Almirola, they're leaving Richard Petty Motorsports, and that Smithfield Foods is going to Stewart-Haas Racing at the same day Eric Almirola is leaving the 43 car, and then that same day Danica is leaving Stewart-Haas Racing at the end of the season. So it just clicks that it looks like that there's a deal going down between Stewart-Haas Racing and Eric Almirola and Smithfields that they're wanting Eric Almirola in Stewart-Haas Racing for 2018. That's probably why Danica's leaving Stewart-Haas, because of that deal. I would not be surprised that sooner or later we're going to see an announcement that Eric Almirola will be with Stewart-Haas Racing in 2018. It would not surprise me because it just makes sense. So, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of switching around going on this for next season. You got Ryan Blaney becoming the third car for Penske Racing and Cup. Going to be in the 12 car, getting out of that 21 car, which Paul Menard is going to the 21 car instead of the 27 car next year. You got Eric Jones that's going to replace Matt Kenseth in the 20 car, and still don't know where Matt Kenseth is going, whether he's going to get another ride or he's just going to call it quits. In Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott is going to move to the 9 car. Reason being is to continue the legacy with his father, Bill Elliott, with that 9 car. And William Byron, who's in the Xfinity Series that's competing for a championship there, is going to move up the Cup and move into the 24 for Cup next season. And Casey Kane, we don't know where Casey Kane's going to go. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on. I mean, just this silly season is just so much going on. It's just going to be interesting to see what the final announcements are going to be like and what the roster is going to be like for next season, because there are a lot of changes. So, but whatever. It seems good, but it's crazy. Just a lot of stuff going on. But so we'll just see. Zach, you scratching your chest?
Yeah, sorry, it was itchy.
That's cool.
Hey, if you itch, you gotta scratch, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and of course, Alex Bowman is going to the 88 car, replacing Dale Jr. next season because Dale Jr. is retiring at the end of the season. So, here's the thing. I feel like, I've been getting these questions a few times, ever since Danica announced, her leaving Stewart-Haas Racing. I've been getting these questions a few times that, does she deserve a ride next season? Is she gonna get another ride with a different team in NASCAR, maybe in Cup, or is she going maybe down to Xfinity or Trucks, or is she done in NASCAR? Here's the thing. I don't feel like Danica gets enough respect and credit for her abilities of being in the Cup Series. I mean, she's been getting trashed a lot that because she's a female, or she doesn't perform well. Here's the thing. Danica has become one of the biggest impacts in NASCAR. No question about that. And yeah, I wish I would have seen her maybe get more top 10 finishes, top 15 finishes. She got 7 top 10 finishes in her career. Her best finish was 7th at Kansas, or 6th, I'm sorry. There was a 6th place finish she got at Atlanta a couple years back. I don't feel like she deserves a lot of credit and a lot of respect that she deserves. You gotta give it to her. She's pretty tough. I mean, she's one of those fiery drivers, too, that she wants to compete. She wants to do well. But, she has played a big impact in NASCAR. So, she isn't the worst female driver, to be honest with you, that's been part of NASCAR. She ain't the worst driver in NASCAR, period, either. She's just, really for this season, she's had a lot of terrible luck. There's been a few races where she could have probably finished top 15, and then all of a sudden she gets involved in some, early on in the season, she got involved in the wreck. When she got involved in the wreck in the Daytona 500, that wasn't her fault. When she got involved in that wreck at Kansas, when Joey Logano broke a brake rotor or something, that wasn't her fault. When she got involved in the wreck at Talladega earlier this season, that wasn't her fault. A lot of things that she's been involved in this year hasn't really been her fault, to be honest with you. She's blown a couple of motors. She has no control of the engines. She doesn't make the engines. She just drives the cars. So, it's just, but she's just running top 20, top 25, sometimes top 30. And I wish she can perform well. I wish she can get some more top 10 finishes or top 15 finishes. So, it just, it's just a lot, So, yeah, she could have performed better. Don't get me wrong. And she's in good equipment. She's in some good Stewart-Haas equipment. But I feel like all that main big equipment is going with Harvick, it's going with Kurt Busch, it's going with who else? Oh Jesus, Clint Boyer. So I feel like she has potential. It's just she just needs to perform. Basically, that's been her problem. She needs to perform, and I feel like she can do that. Like I said, at Kansas, I remember the Kansas race earlier this year when she got involved in that wreck with Joey Logano and Eric Almirola. She had a top 10 run going. I mean, she had a good car. But it seems like every time Danica has a good car, she gets involved in something. None of her doing either. So, I feel like she deserves a lot of credit and some more respect that she deserves. I know a lot of people saying she doesn't deserve another ride. She doesn't deserve another ride. She doesn't deserve the respect because she's a female and she doesn't perform that well. Yeah, I mean, I wish she performed well most of the time, but you know. But you know what? She gave it an effort. She still went out every week and competed just like any other week. And think about it. She has done better than a lot of drivers that came up through the ranks. She ain't the best driver, but she ain't the worst driver either. She is not the worst driver, and she's not the worst bad luck driver either. So, you know, I mean, do I want Danica to have another ride? I hope so. If not in Cup, I hope she at least goes to maybe down the Xfinity Series or the Truck Series. You know, some team is probably going to pick her up. If it's not Stewart-Haas anymore, you know someone else is going to pick her up. But, I mean, we'll see. It would surprise me if Danica leaves NASCAR entirely, but that just depends if she gets the sponsorship, she gets signed with another team. We don't know. So, anyways, you know, I felt like Danica Patrick ran decently, and she ran not too bad in the Xfinity Series. She actually did better in the Xfinity Series than she did in Cup, to be honest with you. I mean, there's been times she's had several races where she's been a top 15, top 10 car. She's had that kind of car, but just hasn't finished there most of the time. But maybe if she gets moved down to Xfinity Series, again, she can perform decently like she did when she first started. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's the Danica story. I don't want to talk any more about it. I feel like I talked enough about it. We're like past halfway through the talk show. It's 4:32 right now. We got about 28 minutes left. Zach, anything you want to talk about right now?
Sure.
I'm going to get a drink.
Anyways. You know what? There's been like plenty of car shows coming up that I'm thinking about trying to go to. At least, well, of course, around where we live here in California, though. But like in about 2 weeks when you are going to Las Vegas with Brandon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm officially going to the truck race at Las Vegas in 2 weeks, and Brendan and I are going. So maybe I'll vlog that trip too.
Yeah. Now you've noticed that how much I like to go to classic car shows and all that. Well, on that Saturday while you were gone, there's actually this classic van show that I'm honestly wanting to try out and take a look at. I've never been to a classic van show, although they would have at least a couple vans in other classic car shows, but like older vans, like panel vans and all that. That's something I like to try and see what it's like. You never know. It could be good or may not be good. And it's actually going to be in Anaheim, as far as I know. Either that or... No, wait a minute. It's in Pomona. So,
Pomona, yeah. Is it going to be at the drag strip in the fairgrounds over there?
No. I think it's going to be like in...
What's that one car show that they have there once a year that's at the drag strip, basically at Auto Club Raceway in Pomona? What's that one car show over there?
Oh, the Grand National Roadster Show. It happens every January, like either the 4th or 5th week of January. That's what I like to go to. It's like a huge car show there. Happens once a year. But I haven't been to one since 2015, actually. Oh, because I didn't go in 2016 and didn't go this year as well. But in 2018, this coming January 2018, I like to go there again. And actually, you know the LA Auto Show that we like to go to?
Well, isn't it that this November again?
No, actually, it's going to be early December, the first week of December.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like we're still both going to go. I still want to go.
Yeah, I would like to do that too. I would still like to
because
go.
Dad took us there every year.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we continue that tradition,
right.
I think he wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing is continue with that tradition that we do every year with Dad is go to the LA Auto Show at the Los Angeles Convention Center.
All right. Well, first week of December this time, huh?
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting, though, because it's usually a week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's usually during the 3rd week of November.
Right. All right, so I guess we'll get into some more questions right now. We're 25 minutes left. Let's have some more questions. No this or that questions. No retarded questions. I mean retarded questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, no politics. Anyways, let's just have some questions, and let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. By the way, if you guys ask me again if I'm going to finish NASCAR 15 Season 3, be a little patient with that one because I was going to start that back up in the middle of August, but then when the whole thing happened with our father's passing, it just threw my schedule off and just haven't been able to get back to it. So it will happen eventually, but please be patient with me with that one, okay? That one I would want to finish sooner or later, but just give me time for now, okay? And right now, the focus is on NASCAR Heat 2, but I promise you it will finish. Just give me time. I've been getting asked that a lot, and honestly, I'm starting to get to the point where it's just annoyance. So, anyways, not to be rude, but just thought I'd let you know. Let's see. Who will win the Chicagoland Speedway? The driver that finishes first, man. I don't know why people keeps asking me, who's going to win this week's race? Oh, obviously, the driver that comes in first. Do I have a least favorite NASCAR series? No. It's only really 3 NASCAR series, so I don't even know. Oh my god, would you quit spamming that question? I've already answered that question. Yeah, freaking spammer. I had to do that. God. Maybe if he listened, maybe he'll hear my answer. But, anyways, we'll be in the No, Bubba Wallace is not going in the 41. I've already said who's going into where Bubba Wallace is going. He's going to the 43. There's been rumors for a while, ever since he was replacing Eric Almirola for the 43 in Richard Petty Motorsports. He's going to the 43. Okay? Don't you do that. Oh, God, I hit you harder than I expected to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that. I'm sorry. Don't hit me yet, okay? Just let me finish, okay? He's going to the 43. He is replacing Eric Almirola in that 43 car. Enough said. Oh, my God. I just said don't do it yet. You God.
Well,
okay.
I didn't hit hard enough. I couldn't.
It's don't, okay? I didn't mean to hit you that hard. That's actually how hard I was going to hit you, but not like that. Not like the way I did. The hard that you just did to me was the hard I was going to do to you. I didn't mean for that.
You're lucky it wasn't too hard.
No. Yeah, maybe Cole Custer would go in the 41, but not Bubba. Bubba Wallace is not going in the 41. I already said who's going in the 43. Where Bubba is going, he's going in the 43. And now my voice sounds weird. Anyways, enough said.
You okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay now. Who do you think's going to... I don't know. Actually, maybe Eric Almirola, if he's going to Stewart-Haas, maybe it'll be a different number. I don't know. I don't even know if that 10 car will still exist at Stewart-Haas next year. Sounds like Boogie 2988. Yeah.
What?
You don't know who Boogie 2988 is?
Yeah, I know who he
Okay,
is.
I was just about to say. Should make a compilation of weird noises? Maybe. I don't want to calm down. Mom, shut up! I know where Bubba's going. You're not asking me anymore. Mom, would you just shut up right now? Like, you need to calm down. Anyways. Voice crack. Let's get to some more questions. I mean, man, I've been stuck with one question.
Will you calm down?
I will calm down, okay? I will calm down, okay? Just give me time, okay?
Okay.
Give me time. Give me time. Oh, don't do that.
Okay.
I just don't know. You know what? Screw it. We'll get to some more questions. Would Joseph and Zach be a lot of people? What's that even mean? Would Joseph and Zach be a line?
I think he meant to say be in a line.
be in a line a lot of people? What?
I don't know.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
you don't know what you're talking about either. Shut up.
Okay, I didn't
Shut.
see that. Okay,
Shut.
Listen. Okay. Shush. Can you let go of me, please?
Anyways, let's just get some more topics. Okay, so there's another topic I want to talk about, and maybe a lot of people will agree to me on this. But have you ever been stuck on a phrase? Wait, what? Would Joseph and Zach be lying? A lot of people at What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, can you be more specific with your question? Because I am very confused. You know what? I'm not answering that question. Whatever. He can forget about it. Anyways, have you ever been stuck on a phrase that you get really annoyed with and you just want to cringe?
God, yeah.
I've had that problem lately. I don't know if you've noticed me saying this, and all like that. And all like that. I've been saying that a lot, and honestly, I'm getting annoyed with myself, and I cringe every time I say that now. Because for whatever reason, that phrase has been stuck with me, and it's been in several videos, and there was a couple videos I've probably said that about 10, 15 times. And honestly, it just makes me cringe. It's like, oh my god, I wish I wouldn't say this a lot. Maybe if I say it a couple times, it wouldn't cringe me, or bother me. But have you ever been stuck on a phrase that you just get annoyed with you saying and cringe every time you say it?
God, I know.
What's a phrase you hate saying?
I can't even think of one, honestly. It's just whatever comes in.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why I've been saying that a lot lately, and all like that. I don't know why I've said that phrase a lot, but it really annoys me, pretty much, every time I hear myself say that. Like I said, if I say it a couple of times, it doesn't bother me, but if I constantly say it, that bothers me. And every time, like when I'm recording video, and after I record a video and I edit it, and I listen to myself say that, I just want to mute myself every time I hear that. Because it just annoys it. It annoys me. It just annoys me. I don't like that.
Yeah, it would suck to be stuck in a phrase, but apparently I'm not stuck in one now.
Good. Because I would love to stop saying and all like that. Like I said, I don't mind saying it a couple of times. But if I say like constantly,
No.
I just don't like it. What? Why do you... you know what? I'm just gonna ignore that guy because he is very confusing. Anyways, we got about 15 minutes left of the talk show.
Yes.
So, let's see. You're streaming Rocket League tomorrow on the Twitch channel. And yeah.
Is that your stomach?
Yeah, my stomach talked just a little bit. It's alright. Remember a few years back when my stomach used to sound like a bear?
Oh, God, I know.
Like, this is before I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I mean, guys, if you heard my stomach talks a few years back or throughout my childhood, it sounded like a bear or a tiger in my stomach. Like, you can be in another room, and I can be in another room, and you can hear my stomach so loud. It is ridiculous. Like, or you can be, I can be on the top floor and you can be on the bottom floor and you can hear my stomach growl. I mean, it was that. It used to be so loud. And it used to be so loud, like, you can even be in a large crowd, around a large crowd, and you can still hear it. Like, oh my god. Like, you can hear... Like, that's what you hear inside my stomach. That's what you used to can hear. It was, holy crap, so loud.
Bet that had to be embarrassing.
There were times where it was, especially when you're sitting in class. When we used to go to school, you sit in class and the classroom is so quiet, and all of a sudden you hear that large roar in my stomach. People looked at me as like, I don't know, guys. I just had to tell them and be like, I don't know, hungry maybe. I have no idea. But and then ever since I had the surgery down here a few years back, it's never happened again. Never had that huge loud roar again like it used to. Because man, was it something. It was something. What we got? So what? Still got 15 minutes left. Zach, anything else you want to talk about right now? Ooh, let me that down bit.
Well,
oh wow, that was really too low.
Yeah, that was way too low, Joe.
Oh wow, that's right back at that same spot. There we go.
Joe,
That's
you're
fine.
dumb.
That's fine. That's fine.
So dumb. Hey Joe, what are you doing? Stop it.
I'm chilling.
Stop. You know what? There is something I actually like to talk about. You notice how I like to, like, every June, like every late June we go to San Francisco, right?
Right.
You notice that how I would like to walk around the city.
And I like to go to Sonoma.
Yeah.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did some walking around the city while we were in Charlotte, though. I would say, I mean, it's a nice walk and all that, don't get me wrong, but it's not like as much as it is in San Francisco.
Well, San Francisco has a lot of stuff, and that's
Yeah.
one of the really big touristy towns. San Francisco is a touristy town.
Yeah, it is.
Charlotte's not really. Charlotte's not really a touristy town. That's why there's not a lot.
Right.
But it's easier to get around. It's easier to get around Charlotte than San Francisco.
Yeah, it is.
Because of there's not a lot of people. Well, because during the work week, because that's what Charlotte's mainly. Charlotte is mainly a business kind of place.
Right.
It's like it's mostly companies. It's mostly workplaces. So that's why it's not like a touristy place. That's why you don't see a lot of people on the streets during the day, on a weekday, because they're at work. But San Francisco is a touristy city. It's a touristy place. That's why you see a lot of people. That's why it's so crowded. It's easier to get around Charlotte than San Francisco.
Right.
I love San Francisco more than Charlotte too, because of the attraction, the tourists, the places. But it's harder to get around.
Yeah.
Especially on weekends, man. The weekends in San Francisco is ridiculous. It's very crowded. But yeah, I like San Francisco more than Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's nice too.
Yeah.
It's easy to get around, especially during the week. You know what's so weird about when we went to Charlotte, guys? When we arrived to Charlotte that Monday on Labor Day, it was still in the hours of work. There were like not a lot of cars out on the street. Not like a lot of people out on the street because it was the holiday. It was a no work day.
Right.
But then the next day, it was crowded. It was so weird.
I know what other place could be another touristy city.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I would say, but it's not as big. Here's the places I know that's going to be big. San Francisco. New York. New York is a big
Oh, God,
town.
especially New York. The city that never sleeps.
I say that never sleeps. Yeah, L.A., L.A. is mostly business.
Right.
Atlanta is mostly business. Chicago is mostly business. But Atlanta can be pretty crowded, but not as crowded as San Francisco. San Francisco, basically, tourist places are always going to be crowded.
Yeah.
Always. I wouldn't consider Atlanta being that crowded. It's still a lot of people.
Right.
But mainly because of businesses. That's what it is.
It's true.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say would you consider San Diego as a touristy place? I wouldn't think so. Maybe not.
I mean,
but,
it does have SeaWorld.
It has SeaWorld, it has the zoo, it has Legoland a little bit up north, it has the Wild Animal Park, but I don't know. I feel like San Diego's still mostly just another downtown place.
Yeah,
I mean,
too.
you could go to the ocean, and there's like areas around the ocean you can go, but I don't know. Anyways, you're obviously gonna get a crowded place in San Francisco more than Charlotte. Charlotte's mostly business.
Right.
It's easier to get around Charlotte, but it's not a tourist place. It's mostly business. San Francisco, I love going to every year, but it's always crowded. It's harder to get around town because of the amount of people. So, yeah, but that's about it. Oh, ant. Speaking of San Diego, last time we went to San Diego was TwitchCon.
Right.
Last year, towards the end of September and October. Well, TwitchCon's a little bit later in the year. It's actually about the third, fourth week of October. It's gonna be in Long Beach. That's within a month now, huh?
Yeah.
Within a month, it's gonna be TwitchCon. I mean, here's what's going on for the rest of the year, as far as I know. So at the end of the month, I'm going to the truck race at Vegas. We'll be gone for a couple of days. We're going to TwitchCon in October, and then in November, I'm going to Phoenix for a few days to go to the NASCAR weekend, and that's about it with trips this year. Then, of course, next year we got the Daytona 500 weekend. We're going to Daytona again next February. I'm obviously going to Auto Club Speedway next March, Sonoma next June, San Francisco. Not sure about Bristol yet. Not sure about maybe even Talladega again next year, Atlanta. Not sure about Charlotte yet. I know for a fact that 704 Games might invite us out to Charlotte next year for the next NASCAR game. We don't know yet, but still, we'll just see. Yeah, just been busy. No, the races I know I'm going to in 2018 is the Daytona weekend, Auto Club Speedway, Sonoma, maybe Bristol next year. Maybe we'll try Bristol next year since we didn't do it this year.
Right.
I believe that's really about it for races as of right now.
Right.
I mean, it's still plenty of time, maybe plan more stuff, but just for I don't know. We'll just see. That's only the really tracks from. I might go to the Chase race at Las Vegas next year, since there's gonna be 2 races at Vegas next year, 2 NASCAR weekends. I might go there, and I might go to Phoenix again next year in November. I don't know. So we'll just see. No, New York, LA traffic is worse than New York traffic. LA has been known as the worst traffic in record history. The worst traffic in history. There are so many freeways in LA. So many freeways. You got the 405, you got the 5, you got the 10, you got the 210, you got the 91, you got the 2, you got the 118, you got the 101, you got so many freeways in LA. Obviously it's gonna be crowded. There's a few freeways in New York City, yeah, crowded, but it's not like LA. LA has been known as the worst traffic in the United States, and will always be. If you guys search up online what's the worst city traffic, what's the worst area of traffic in the US, Los Angeles is number 1. And will probably always be number 1, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, traffic in New York City, maybe Atlanta, Chicago. Yeah, it's going to be bad there too. But if you come to LA, if you people never been to LA before, you guys are going to change your mind. Because LA, I get stressed out with a lot. Anyways, all right, we got 5 minutes left for the talk show. How about let's have some more questions? No politics, no this or that questions, no retarded questions. Die. Look at that face. By the way, I haven't hugged you yet.
I don't care. Let go. Let go. Let go.
I love you.
Joe.
I love you.
Go.
I love you.
Can we get on questions, please?
Yeah, we can still answer questions.
I ain't answering them like this. Stop it. Get off.
Zach, I love you.
Get off.
Just say it.
I don't want to say it.
Just say it.
Why? Ow, Joe.
Just say it.
I don't want to. What if I don't want to?
Why does that say?
All right, Joe. Fine. I love you too.
No, I've never been to Julia, Illinois. By the way, I love you too, and you're so nice.
Ouch.
I don't plan on. Shut up.
No.
Still waiting.
Yeah, we're still waiting for questions.
We're 55 talk shows in. You guys know the routine. Just kidding. I mean, we know too. Hello. What's the one Call of Duty game that I don't like? I don't like Advanced Warfare. That game can suck. Call of Duty Ghost I didn't like. Ghost and Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare for sure I did not really like at all. That's down to my least favorite Call of Duty. I do not like that game. My favorite Call of Duty game is Modern Warfare 2, if it wasn't for hacks and mods, but I still like it. And I'm really looking forward to World War 2. Call of Duty World War 2. I played the beta and that was fun. What's my favorite NASCAR game of all time? I still like NASCAR Thunder 2004. God, leave. My stomach would stop talking. Yeah, I heard something about Call of Duty. It's gonna be a modern day kind of thing for next Call of Duty for next year. It's kind of gonna be like a modern Call of Duty. We'll see. There's been rumors about that. I've saw that earlier today, actually. Or was it last night? I saw something about that. I don't know. What am I gonna stream on my Twitch channel this weekend? Well, I might stream some more NASCAR Heat 2. Might do some more online racing. Maybe I'm streaming with Brendan again this Saturday night. Him and I actually have talked about him and I playing NASCAR Heat 2 online with some of the fans together. Might stream some more Minecraft, but that's as far as I know. That's it right now. All right, got a couple minutes left.
Nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Questions.
Joe, what are you doing?
I love you
Stop.
so much. Oh, jeez.
You better let go.
You twisted the wrong way. Gosh, should went the other way with that. I got a minute left. Not a question, for God's sakes. Which console am I gonna stream NASCAR Heat 2? That one I don't know yet. I mean, maybe I'll stream NASCAR Heat 2 on one of the consoles maybe tomorrow night, and then maybe I'll do another console the next day. And I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. Last question. If we see one last question, we'll call it. How about give a question to Zach? Give Zach a question. Zach, you take the last question. Whatever question comes up for you, whatever, and it's got to be for Zach too, not for me. I'm not on screen anymore. Stop! Jesus.
When am I live streaming at 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow? I'm not too sure, honestly.
No, you don't know. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Would you shut up? Anyways. God. Stomach talking. What if I just did this? Like, I put my stomach next to the mic and just like, you want to hear it talk, guys? Let my stomach do the talking.
What's my favorite car show I've ever been to? Well, a Grand National Roadster show in Pomona, in California.
All right, well, there you go. Okay, it is time to end this. Unfortunately, guys, I know it sucks that this is over now. Anyways, next Thursday we'll be back for another talk show from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Lombard Bros Gaming YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoy this talk show. Zach will be live streaming Rocket League tomorrow on the Lombard Bros Gaming Twitch channel from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Xbox One, so stay tuned for that. Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting4R, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum of 5. You all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening. Good night. Take care, and we'll see you later.